Hello Shemayan, my name is Devin from SEO Dallas TX, and in this quick video I'm going to be giving you 3 pieces of advice you can apply to your website right away so you can start ranking higher on Google, and specifically how you can beat Bravadus.com because they're showing up #1 when you type in human hair wigs Dallas TX right here, and I'm going to show you what they're doing to get there and how you can beat them. So you're probably wondering why I'm even making this video for you, and it's really simple. I found out a little while ago there's a lot of small business owners that are so busy running their business and taking care of their customers, they don't have the time to learn how to make the internet bring them more customers. And the only thing stopping them from hiring somebody to help them is they don't know who is an expert and who's not. So I started creating these attack plans and giving them away for free. Some people take this information, they do it themselves. Some people call me back and say, Devin, I like you, can you do this for me? Whatever you want to do is totally okay with me. My only goal is to educate you and help you make a lot of money. I'm going to talk to you about 3 things today: content, backlinks, and citations. But I wanted to start by saying I did look through your website and you have a beautiful looking website. Great images you used all around, really great advertising for the products that you sell. Just a beautiful design, really nice photos you chose for everything. As far as the website goes from a design point of view, you did a fantastic job. Now, what Google mostly cares about when it comes to ranking your website is content. Content is king in this industry, and the more content you have, the better. The average website on the front page of Google has 1,500 words of content. So if I go and select all of your content and I paste it, you can see you only have 457 words, which is definitely a good start. But to optimize your website and to be looked at as an authority in Google, you want to make sure you're at that 1,500 word mark. So that's my first tip for you, is to get to 1,500 words. But it also allows you to fit in what's called buyer intent keywords. A buyer intent keyword is a phrase that somebody types into Google when they're ready to purchase from you. So, for example, like human hair wigs Dallas TX, if somebody were to type that into Google, they're obviously ready to purchase right away. And so what I did was I pulled up a list of keywords that you can target for your target market. So you can see like lace front wigs styles TX. I don't know if that's what you're going for. The reason why I picked human hair wigs because I see that on your site. But you can see if you start including these onto your site, you can start getting a lot of searches because people who type this in, they're ready to purchase right away. And you can see, 40, 40, that's 80, 30, it's 110, 140, 170, 190, 210. 220. You can see just with these keywords here, that's 220 people searching, ready to buy right away. Imagine if you were #1 in front of 220 people every single month ready to buy wigs. And keep in mind, that's not all the people that search for it. Those are just the people that search in these exact phrases that are ready to buy. But there's a lot more business available for you. So that's why you want to have these keywords inside your content. And if I copy this and then I open up a little search bar up here and I paste it in, you can see that you don't have this anywhere on your site. So that's one of the reasons why you're not ranking for it. So I would recommend putting that in somewhere, like, your #1 source for unprocessed natural human hair, and you can put right below it, like, we provide human hair wigs Dallas TX residents love, or something like that. Something that makes grammatical sense, but it also fits that keyword in. And then one other quick tip too that a lot of people don't really know about or don't use properly is you can save your images as keywords because Google can read that as well. So like you could take this image and save this as human hair wigs Dallas, TX, and that'll help you rank for that keyword too. So that's my first tip for you regarding content. My next tip for you is called backlinks. A backlink is when another website is linking to your website, driving traffic to your website. And this is really important because Google is like a popularity contest. They want to see a bunch of trustworthy, relevant websites linking to your website because that means those websites are vouching for you. Keep in mind though, they want to see trustworthy, relevant websites, which means you're going to get a lot more power if you have other wig companies or other, cosmetic companies or any type of like health and beauty companies linking to you versus having like Pizza Hut linking to you because Google knows you're not a pizza company. So the tool that I use to check out backlinks is called Ahrefs. It's a paid tool. You don't have to use it. If you want to ever verify this stuff, just Google backlink checker. You can see all that stuff. But it says you don't have any backlinks right now and you don't have any referring domains, which is totally fine. It's something that we need to work on for you, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Because if you go over to Bravadus, and this is just for their one page, it's not for their whole website, because all you need to do is beat this one page that's showing up here, and you can beat them and take over. So this one page has 180 backlinks going to it from 27 individual sites, but look how much traffic they're getting, 402. And keep in mind, this tool Ahrefs is just a tool. It's not 100% accurate because the only way to get actual traffic is by using Google Analytics, which you have to actually know the business owner. But Ahrefs commonly underreports by 5 to 10 times, which means they could be getting anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 people hitting their site every single month. And just in the Dallas area, could you imagine how much money they're making and how much business they're getting just having 2 to 4,000 people in Dallas hitting their site every month? And that's money you can have by just following these tips. So you may be asking, well, how do I beat them? They did all the hard work for you, because if these 27 websites are good enough to rank them, then they're good enough to rank you too. So what I would do is I would just copy them. I would go website by website, go to each one of these websites, and put a link on this website pointing back to yours, the same way they did. And a lot of times, all you need to do is just go onto the website, create a profile, create an account, and then in your profile, put a link to your homepage on it, and that counts as a backlink. Or let's say you were to go on like a wig blog or something like that, and at the bottom of the blog, you can put in a comment. You could write a comment and say, check out my store at glamourous.collections.com, and then boom, that link counts as a backlink. And so you just go one by one and copy all these exact same links and get them pointing back to your site. And if you follow just those two tips of having 1,500 words of content with the right keywords in it, plus you copy these websites and point them back to yourself, that alone is enough to get you ranked #1 right here and start getting all those calls that come with that. But I'm going to give you one more tip, and that's how to show up right here in the map pack. Because most people nowadays, they use their phone, and a lot of people, like when they're searching on Google, and a lot of people go here first, so this is where the most business comes from. If you want to show up here, you first need to have a Google business profile. It's free. But once you have one of those, you need to have more citations than your competitors. A citation is when you list your name, your address, and your phone number inside of a directory. And a directory is a website that allows you to list your business's information, such as like Yelp, Yext, Yellow Pages, White Pages, Facebook, Angie's List, Home Advisor, stuff like that. What I would do if I were in your shoes, I'd figure out what directories BUW Human Hair Factory Store was in. I'd put myself in all those exact same directories, but then I'd add a bunch more on top. So if you found them in like 1,500 directories, I'd be putting myself in 150 directories. I'd be putting myself in like 300 to blow their 150 out of the water. But that's all I've got for you, Shemaine. I hope you found this informative and helpful. I tried to keep this really short and to the point. As a super quick recap, you're going to want at least 1,500 words of content on this homepage and fit in some keywords like human hair wigs Dallas, um, lace front wigs if you do that, stuff like that, full lace wigs, stuff like that. I'd fit that into your content and then save your images as those keywords too. Then I'd copy all the links that are going to bravadus.com, this Dallas wig source page. I'd get all those and I'd point it back to your page. And lastly, I'd put your name, address, and phone number in more directories in BUW Human Hair Factory Store. If you follow these 3 tips, this is enough to get you ranked to the top of Google #1 and start getting all the calls, all the services, all the business that comes with being #1. So you're probably asking, what do I do now? You've got 2 options. The first option is to take this information and do it yourself. And the sooner you get started, the sooner you start making all the money that comes with being #1 on Google. If you have any questions, or if you just want someone else to do it for you because you're too busy, feel free to give me a call at any time. I put my phone number down here at the bottom right, 972-309-9939. I'd be happy to hear your goals and make you a free attack plan on what you can do moving forward. Either way, I appreciate your time watching this video. I look forward to hearing your feedback on what you thought about this information, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much. See ya.